You don't have to do that.
Rafiq, why don't you go ahead and start us off since you closed out the players?
Yeah, same question to ask to the players. Like the past few games, your team kind of got to a bad start. You weren't able to recover, especially the highlight of Diane Taurasi dropping 37 on your team. What is your team looking to do to straighten that out and get out to hot starts in game 4 to turn the series around?
A little bit more concentration, a little bit more effort. Last game we didn't really have our effort. It was really unusual to watch. We just went out and played basketball instead of playing a playoff game. I give game 2, I give them credit. They made all the shots and got us behind. The last game was our own problem. I think this one we have to come out and go to our strengths early on in the game, make sure that we get off to a good start.
Sam?
Bill, when you break down the film from game 3, did anything stick out about the issues offensively?
Yeah, a lot. Walking the ball all over the place, no hard cuts, in the wrong spots. You name it, we did it wrong, which is very unusual. But I think getting out to the bad start and we put our heads down, and then it didn't click for us. And we showed the film. They all realized they were not aggressive at all, and we have to play a lot better offensively.
Yeah, just what was the focus the last couple of days in practice? Was there anything in specific that you guys wanted to hunker down on, or just kind of general stuff?
No, we went over some of our options on our offense. We know about their defense. Everybody makes changes one way or another. But I think offensive-wise, we went over timing and added a couple new wrinkles.
Yeah, this is a position that some players on this group part of this group were in last year against Connecticut. Is there anything that those players can apply from the situation last year into this series? Being down to 1.
Win the next game. You can't win 2 until you win 1. So the most important thing is win 1 game. And that's where our focus is at. We're not worried about the series right now. We're worried about the next game. So I think last year we were very good at understanding that and coming and playing very hard and getting a win. I've been in multiple teams that have been down 2-1 before and come back and won the series. So I think you take it 1 game at a time. I know it's a cliche, but it's the most important thing.
How do you get Asia going offensively?
Asia has to be the leader of that one first. She has to really focus and concentrate, understand her responsibility. We put a couple of new wrinkles in to get her the ball in different positions and get her, good different looks. But it still falls back to the player. The player has to be able to be the one who executes.
That's it for me. Thank you.
All right, Jen, close us out.
Hey, Coach, this isn't specific to the game tomorrow, but just wanted to ask you a couple questions about the defensive side of the ball. Looking at the history of the WNBA Defensive Player of the Year award, it tends to overwhelmingly go to bigs, and I was just curious if you had any theories on why that might be.
Rebounding and block shots. Guards get assists. That's not defense. It's hard to measure a guard's defensive capabilities unless they're steals, which is not a very high-profile category, and there's not many of them. The leader in the league in steals, there'll be 2-point something. Unless something weird happens, they go forward, and oh my God, Angel McCautry. But I think overall, rebounds and block shots are what the media thinks that, okay, that's what defense is. That's why the bigs dominate.
And so then from your perspective, how do you define good defense, or what do you feel like separates a Defensive Player of the Year award winner from other good but not elite defenders in the league?
Well, I define good defense as team defense. I've had outstanding team defenses out my career, always number 1 or 2 in percentages, and never really get any defensive people on the team, which is, I blame our PR director for that. I didn't put enough stories out there on their behalf. But I think my philosophy on defense is field goal percentage against and defensive rebound percentage are the 2 hallmarks of a great defensive team, and we're always in the top. Doesn't mean that we have the greatest individual defender, but this means that we're a solid defensive team.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, ESPN, 7 o'clock Pacific time.